everyone. My name is Christina Sita. I'm a second year here at the College of Medicine, and I'm the president of Arts and Medicine here this year. And this is our 8th annual showcase, so thank you so much for coming. I would just like to take a moment to thank my board, Kylie, who couldn't be here tonight, and Ethan worked really hard for the last couple months to make this show what it is, and it's a great show. And I'd also like to thank Austin and Alex and Jerry, wherever they are, somewhere out there, for also working so hard this year and making it just a really great year in arts and medicine. We had a lot of special people come together for the show this year. I'd like to thank everyone who was on our subcommittees for the time they gave to make this show great. If those people could just stand right now, we can give them a round of applause. Subcommittees, that's Josh. A lot of them are performing. So they took care of all the decoration, all the food, everything for this show. Josh is in the back running this show, and we're just really happy to be here. At the first board meeting, I asked everyone what kind of art they did, painting, drawing, and I didn't realize that what everyone's art was event planning. So that's what we're here for tonight, a night of art. So I would just like to thank everyone for coming, and I'm just going to invite Dean German, who's here tonight, to say a few words before we get started.
Well, I am very excited to be here. For me, this marks the official start of the holiday season. So happy holidays, everyone, and welcome. And I'm particularly excited to know that the M2s are between clerkships, so you can just take a little breath and relax. M1s, maybe that'll be the case for you next year. I said clerkships, but you know what I mean, modules. Sometimes people think that if you're in medicine or near medicine, you have no artistic talent, that it's all the other part of the brain. But I think excellence travels together, and I think tonight everyone will see that there's amazing talent in people we see in the hallways every day, and there are things here that we never knew. So for me, this is a particularly delightful evening, because as I see you passing in the halls, I don't see what we're going to see tonight. So I hope that everybody will relax, enjoy themselves, and experience this amazing showcase. So on with the show.
Thank you so much, Dean German. We're excited to have everyone here. My name is Ethan Hartman, or as many of you know me as Ryan from The Office.
And I'm Joseph Ziebelman, or as some of you may know me as Dr. Reed from Criminal Minds.
We have an amazing show for you tonight, 17 acts, it's crazy. A lot of them from every class, faculty, and advisors. We also have a lot of amazing artwork, as you saw out there. We're really excited to start the show. So please silence your cell phones, any crying babies, and if you need to Anki, please step outside.
So sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and our corny jokes.
How you like it, Dad?
Run the front!
How you like it, Dad?
Run the back!
How you like it, Dad?
Want to break it down like
Loader! Southern style, get wild, old school's coming down in a different color. Will, picture perfect. You might want to take a flick. Call up Jazzy, tell him pop the bottles, cause we got another hit. Wanna go platinum, I'm who you should.
Yeah. Shady. Aftermath. Gee, you nigga. Yeah. So seductive. I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the.
I like the way you do that right there, right there. Switch it up when you walk and let down your hair, down your hair. I like the way you do that right there, right there. Make you think when you're talking, that make me stir, make me stir. I like the way you do that right there, right there. Switch it up when you walk and let down your hair, down your hair. I like the way you do that right there, right there, right there.
Big.
Oh, it's 3 in the morning. When you want some, you phone me.
right, thank you so much, Justin and Ori, for starting us off. That was awesome. So our next performer, I actually asked to introduce him personally, because I'm just really proud of him. Those of you who know Austin Kennedy knows that he loves music and the piano. And actually, when I played the piano in the showcase last year, Austin came to me and asked me to teach him the piano. And I taught him how to play one scale. And I swear, like a week later, he was reading music, playing songs, and this song he's been working on for a long time for you guys. And we're really proud of him, and I hope you enjoy it.
So Christina I didn't know she was going to speak for me, but I, as you already know, learned from her. So I wanted to say thank you, Christina, because without her, I wouldn't be able to play tonight. So.
That was an amazing performance, Austin. We love having you here. You know, Austin, when you're not lifting weights, you sure are lifting spirits.
All right, our next performance is near and dear to my heart. He's a true friend. He's been a friend of me and my family for a few years now. He's outstanding urologist in the community. He'll be glad to know I passed my endo-repro exam. Thank you. So please welcome to the stage Dr. Stan Sujka.
That I've written, and they're not holiday poems, but definitely associated with medicine. First is entitled Tenderness. He brings her to my office, stick figures of the past, married 50 years. Her eyes red, afraid, tired, swollen. Pupils pinpoint, black dots, swimming in boiled yolks, wormholes into her misery. She rubs her pain-pilled blood gut. She moans, 1 foot in the next world. Her husband stares at the floor, murmuring, I had to dig her out every day. I hold my breath. Room spinning. The only sound is our pounding hearts. He raises his head, slow, to see if I heard him. My stare embraces him. The silence kisses his beautiful heart. The air lifts him closer to heaven. I love you better, for worse, till death. hear him. The next one is called The Patient. And I think most of you can relate to this, or especially as you move along, you'll kind of recall this poem. Without you, I am nothing. Forest without trees. You, I, behold one another out of need. We jump into the ranging river together. We nod, laugh, cry, play, pray like puddle ducks, paddling to swell to safety. You trust my face and hands. Will me your deepest fears. You allow me to touch your body, and a cup of soul fills mine. You allow me to serve self from self, trying to cut and bind the monster inside of you. I feel your liver, bowels, kidneys, bladder, and your fine heart. We meet and we meet again. We hope, we search for the emptiness, and together we grow. You teach me how to live. With the last of breathing, you teach me not to fear death. Hand on hand releases to rush into my office, slam the door, and cry. You are my patient, a blue hydrangea flower in a sea of black. Without you, my life is nothing. But because of you, see I the light I lack. Thank you.
Wow, Dr. Sujka, that was deeply moving, and also a very deep voice. I need you to narrate my life. Thank you so much.
Our next performer is an M1 student. Yes, our M1 class is very talented. He may not know what field he's going into. He may be going into orthopedic surgery.
Probably.
Whether or not he is about to leave you unbroken.
Please welcome Class of 2022's own John Wiegand. Wow, truly amazing. And that was an original piece, correct, John? Amazing, amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Give him a hand.
Give it up
him
again.
a hand.
Our next piece is very, very special because it's the first time in a while, I believe, our school has had an a cappella group.
An a cappella group?
Yes, that is where you sing using only your vocal cords. You know, it's a team of people singing with their just vocals.
Oh, vocal cords. So like true vocal cords for true singing and false vocal cords for falsetto?
You know, I think you may want to review your anatomy before
That's
step
probably
one.
true, Ethan.
Okay. So for our next act, we have a majority again of M1s, and we have the lovely, the wonderful Robert Lee joining us again, who led this group and got this group organized together. We are excited to introduce our one and only Flatliners.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better, but because I knew you. I have been changed for good. It well may be that we may never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a stream shot by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better, but because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. Oh, da 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 da, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed. For
Wow, that was wicked. Literally. Glad to have you guys back, and we look forward to hearing more from you. Hey, Ethan, how are the Beatles and Justin Bieber alike?
They're both loved by adolescents all around the world.
Not quite what I was thinking.
You have posters of both of them above your bed?
Ethan, Nixnay on the Oasters pay. No, actually what I was thinking is they're about to be performed by our next act, Yash, Ven, and Kevin Boyd, perform Mistletoe and Eleanor Rigby.
Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. Lives in her dream, waits at the window, picks up the rice from the church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, all the lonely people, where do they all belong? All the lonely people, where do they all come from? Father Mackenzie, writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near, look at him working, darning his socks as he writes in the night when there's nobody there. What does he care? All the lonely people, where do they all belong? All the lonely people, where do they all come from? Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby died in the church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came, Father Mackenzie, wiping his hands as he walks from the dirt and the grave. No one was saved, all the lonely people, where do they all come from? All the lonely people, where do they all belong? It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow. I'ma be under the mistletoe. I don't wanna miss out on the holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face. I should be playing in the winter snow. I'ma be under the mistletoe with you. Shawty with you, with you. Shawty with you, with you. Under the mistletoe with you, shawty with you, with you, shawty with you, with you, under the mistletoe. Kiss me underneath the mistletoe, show me, baby, that you love me so. Oh, 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 oh. Kiss me underneath the mistletoe. Show me, baby, that you love me so. Oh, 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 oh. It's a Merry, Merry Christmas.
Wonderful job, guys. Where does all the talent come from?
Seriously. The next group of people are some of the most kind, intelligent, and virtuosic individuals I have the pleasure of calling my friends. It's been a while since I've gotten to see these people, because I've been so busy. But we have a name for this type of person in Yiddish. They're good people, and that name is Moench. So performing the song they're going to be performing is called My Father's Father.
Isn't that just your grandfather?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Just so we're on the same page, thank you. playing guitar and singing vocals in this song. It's a beautiful song. I'm really looking forward to it. Please welcome to the stage Tabitha Eckert and Matthew Moench.
Hear something hanging on the wind. I see black smoke up around the bend. I got my ticket and I'm going to go. Oh.
Have changed a time or two since the last time the train came through. I got my ticket and I'm going to go. Ooh.
Father's blood is on the tracks. A sweet refrain drifts in from the past. I got my ticket and I'm going to go. Oh. My ticket, I want to go. Oh.
Ethan, they are Moenches. We should invite them over for Hanukkah dinner.
Calm down, babushka. Hanukkah's not for another couple weeks. But neither is Christmas, for that matter.
It's true.
But of course, if you walked into any department store or Walmart, you've already seen that the season is already festive for Christmas.
It's the nature of the game.
If that hasn't already made you feel that way, then our next act will.
Please welcome the not-so-boring Michael Boring with a Christmas medley.
Thank you.
That was great.
Outstanding. For our next act, someone many of us have gotten to know throughout the years, and if you haven't in your first year, I'm sure you will. She's always working in the library. She's always working very hard for everyone there. One of the most kind, compassionate, and giving people I have met, and a loving friend.
Yeah, so while you're working on the pulmonary system in the library, you may not know this, but there is a hidden set of wonderful lungs working diligently alongside you.
Yes.
Please welcome our very own librarian, Nadia Fortune.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever thought that you could disappear? That you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you feeling strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand and hold. Someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, and you need a friend to carry you, and you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let that sun come streaming in, 'cause you reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. Love you, students. Yes,
And that ends our first act. Thank you so much. We'll be taking a 10-minute quick break, so go use the restroom, finish that Anki deck you were working on, make whatever phone calls you need, and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
See you back here.
We hope you saved some food for us. Our next couple of performers are actually brothers, and not only are they brothers, but they are professional brothers. Oh, professional musicians, sorry. They, after seeing this act, I'm so excited to open up this next piece with this. Actually, after this, they have to rush to another show where they're playing to hundreds of others. So we want to hurry up and get them started. Without further ado, welcome Sankalp and Pratyush Goberdhan.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sankalp. I'm going to be playing Tabla for you, which is a North Indian hand drum, and this is my brother who will be accompanying me on violin. I hope you enjoy. Every sound that I play has a name. Na, ka, tit, tirikit, dhadrirdha, and compositions build like that. Dhinna, kata, dha, tirikidha, tirikidha, tirikidhati, dha, tirikidhati, dha, tirikidhati. Tit, tit, dha, ke, tit, kidha, tit, ta, tirikidha, tirikidha, ta, kata, dha, kata, dha, kata. Thank you. Good job.
Wow, that was really cool. They must be really good at percussing the abdomen in the practice of medicine module.
Yes, indeed. Sankalp, I'd let you percuss me anytime.
Hey, Ethan, we've had a lot of poets tonight, but did you know we use poetry to learn medicine?
We do?
Sure we do. To Zanzibar by motor car. That's a couplet. Bones, stones, moans, groans, and psychiatric overtones.
That's hypercalcemia, right?
Well, it's just rhyming, but it is for hypercalcemia.
Yeah.
And my personal favorite, S2, S3, S4 keeps the P...
Joseph! We have children here.
Oh, you're right.
Our next act is a woman of many talents. You may see her playing the piano outside, singing in an a cappella group, but many of you may not know that she is also an avid poet. So without further ado, we'd like to welcome to the stage Tabitha Eckert once again.
A lot of you know me, or I've had the chance to meet a lot of you, and so you probably know that medicine was something that I wanted to do for most of my life, and something that I have actively pursued maybe for the past 12 years. And so starting medical school for me was just a plethora of emotions and like expectations and not being sure at the same time. And so partway through the past 2 blocks, I guess we're in HP2 already, I sat down and just wrote out how I was feeling about as dramatically as I felt it, because it gave me a new place to start from, I guess, in the middle of all of that. And so the first thing that I'd like to share with you is what I wrote. And the next piece is something that I wrote for my mom, actually, a few years ago, as I was learning a little bit about how much she went through to be my mother, starting with actually being pregnant. So the first piece that I'm going to read is called Anthronaut, because I like to play with words. Welcome to your new universe. You stared into its stars, pinpoints in infinite sky for years. You craved its secrets, dreamed one day you'd clasp the curtain hem between your then imagination and future reality that cast shadows of growing truths and greater suns. And here you are, mind-blowing. This is you. New white coat clad, armed with your stethoscope and books, now peering through the gap the greatest minds in history longed to reach into. And this is all vast orbits more than you ever imagined, than you knew you craved. Planets you couldn't have envisioned, chasms you could not expect. And this is all you've never known, but oh my God, if God exists here, if the deities that walked the galaxies from which you come ever set foot here, oh my God, this is a terrifying, overwhelming, rushing rivers kind of awesome times. You're laying old unknowns to rest and finding multipliers more. The dinosaurs are dead, and here instead are monsters, much more twisted, much more smart than all the darkest shapes that used to hide under your bed or slide into your dreams. You thought you'd save the world once you got out of Plato's cave, but there is so much more to save than you once thought. And you are so much smaller than you realized, and this universe spins so much faster than your scattered mind, and as you stare at all these lovely, cruel, cascading systems you've stepped into, you are bold, and you're afraid. Welcome to your new universe, to worlds much greater than you guessed, to prices higher, chasms greater, evils uglier than you would have dreamed. Welcome to your new hopes and fears, allegiance, loyalties, and tasks, and the adventurer you'll become by facing them. And this one is called Mom. Were you afraid of all these things? The nausea, the aching, the giving way and breaking of your dermal tissues stretching in waxy stripes, your lovely lines and ligaments giving way to mine, your architecture sagging to give me my first home. I was 20 and in nursing school and horrified to read the list of symptoms seemingly endless that happened during pregnancy, to think that I inflicted all this damage on the one who calls me love, the horror that I might experience it too. Weren't you afraid to lose your body? She laughed, just like a hero on a city wall who fears no cruel invasion, like the child who owns the sandbox, like the goddess Juno, mistress of Olympus, highest queen, no matter how that wretched scamp, Zeus, gets around. She laughed, my dauntless mother, who so fiercely loves this daughter, who, despite all that she taught her, cannot shake anxiety. This body, I'd have lost it anyways, she said. What cost? It wasn't something I could keep. So why not lose it for you, love? Someday they will crown her. The pristine, curated women, sculpted bodies still ungiven like unended rainless skies, marble monuments and pictures ever and changeless as the scriptures, luminous as days gone by, crown her unbreakable, the bravest one who took on pregnancy and laughs at fear. Thank you.
Our next act really needs no introduction. We'd like to introduce the one and only Josh Groban.
Wait, Ethan.
What?
Josh couldn't make it.
Oh, wait, why?
Well, I don't know why, but we have someone just as good. As a matter of fact, he's good in many ways. Last Monday was Veterans Day, and he served our nation in the Navy. He is currently on the HSCP scholarship, just like I'm on the HPSB scholarship. We appreciate his service to our country, and we also appreciate his artistic ability. Please welcome Chris Trice with To Where You Are.
So with apologies to Mr. Groban, I'll do my best. Who can say for certain? Maybe you're still here. I feel you all around me. Your memory's so clear. Deep in the stillness, I can hear you speak. You're still an inspiration. Can it be that you are my forever love? And you are watching over me from up above. Be up to where you are beyond the distant star.
I wish upon tonight to see you smile, if only for a while to know you're there. A breath away's not far to where you are. Are you gently sleeping here inside my dreams? And isn't faith leaving? All power can't be seen. And as my heart holds you just one beat away, I cherish all you gave me every day. 'Cause you are my forever love, watching me from up above. And I believe that angels breathe, and that love will live on and never leave. Fly, be up to where you are, beyond the distant star. I wish upon tonight to see you smile, if only for a while to know you're there. A breath away's not far to where you are. I know you're there. A breath away's not far to where you are.
Amazing job, Josh. Chris.
Wow, Chris, thank you. Thank you. And thank you for your service. Our next performer has provided us a wealth of knowledge in the anatomy lab, in the classroom, and in the community, and in many other places.
He is a man who cares for his family, his students, and the arts, and we love him and we appreciate him. He really doesn't need any introduction, but today he's going to be playing for us Si Ela Pergunta, a Brazilian piece. We look forward to this and we look forward to working with him. Please welcome Dr. Juan Sendan.
Guillermo Reyes, songs from the sort of pre-war period.
performance. You know, Joseph, we've had a lot of cultural performances tonight. We've had just now a Brazilian piece, before we had Indian music, you know?
Yeah, our next performance is actually originally a Russian piece. It will surely be putting you on the edge of your seat.
Oh, that was terrible. That was really awful. Collective groan, you know. Well, you know what they say, Joseph. When you're rushing for a good performance, there's no time for stalling.
I knew you had it in you, Ethan.
Without further ado, we'd like to welcome to the stage Kevin Boyd with a piece by Rachmaninoff. I would say more Russian jokes, but they're listening, so. Yeah.
That was a great performance, Kevin.
Yeah, amazing. He was actually a classical music major at UF. Go Gators.
Go Gators, but. So, Ethan, my knee's been hurting me the last month or so.
Oh, really? Jeez.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. It sounds like you might need a doctor.
Is there a doctor in the house? Anyone? I'll take a med student who passed HB2.
I think you better wait for after the show, Joseph.
That's probably a good idea. Our next performance, however, is the Bee's Knees. Please welcome Oriana, Pooja, and Nisha with a Bollywood dance number. Wow, what a great performance. Let's give another round of applause. One of the great things about UCF is our Big Little program. I know I've tried my best to mentor my little. He's right there. Wave, Alex. There. Good. So the Big Little program, in all seriousness, is used to help you have someone to mentor your way through med school, which is already an arduous task. And this program will help you, achieve to the best of your abilities.
Our next act is from a very special performer to me because he's my big. All that I asked for when we had our surveys about what we want in a big was, all that I asked for was that he was musically inclined and had that same passion, and he does. When he's not competing for the most handsome doctor award, he is playing guitar and he is studying arduously. Please give it up for the one and only Al Moses.
Chasing down the sun for one last glimpse of the world I knew, for I went out on the run. 'Cause I've been running around here forever, testing timber in the wetlands I call home. I may be troubled in my heart, but I have known it from the start, and I feel a peace the moment that I roam. I feel peace inside the moment that I roam. So now I live on hunting sparrows to trade for wool and wine. But the more I prayed, the less I made, and now I walk the line. This line that I'm walking lately is as bad as it is long. And I wish that I knew why I chased the birds up in the sky, 'cause any man that high I know is bound to fall. Yes, I'm falling, ain't it grand? You know, falling's just like flying till you land. Yes, I'm falling, ain't it grand? Some say falling's just like flying till you land. Oh, and out here I've met smugglers, and I've made some friends who steal. And these old desperados, they've helped me find a meal. So now I do for them what brothers do what we do best. I go and buy them all around, and we break everything in town until our sorrows drown in whiskey and no less. Until our sorrows drown in whiskey and no less. Lay, 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 lay. Now all this rambling's got me nowhere, 'cause now I'm still afraid of night. So I pray for angels to come on down and bring me towards the light. Oh, and then I saw her standing. She was hiding in plain sight. She wasn't wearing wings, just a worn out pair of jeans and some eyes that make me thankful for my sight. She's got eyes that make me thankful for my sight. I said, girl, I'm flying, it feels grand. Some say flying's just like falling till you land. She said, boy, you're falling, it feels grand. But some say falling's just like flying till you land. Some say falling's just like flying till you land. She said, boy, I see your sadness. Don't expect me to help you much. To try to fix a broken man will turn me to a crutch. And I said, I just need your presence, and I can do the rest. You just stick around and see I lost the forest for the trees, and I know having you around will make me best. And when it's cold, I'll give the jacket off my chest. And when it's time for them to put me down to rest, laying next to you will be my last request.
We got some performers tonight.
I know, always gotta look up so you're big. We have one more performance tonight, and as many of you see on your pamphlets, they've already performed for us again tonight. To close us out.
Yes, despite the name, they will not leave you in asystole. As a matter of fact, they'll get your heart racing.
That's right.
So,
many of you know the words to this next song. We're going to close out the set. Thank you all for coming today. Please give a round of applause to all of the performers we've had tonight. Thank you very much.
What more can I do? All I want for Christmas is you. All the lights are shining so brightly everywhere, and the sound of children laughter fills the air, and everyone is singing. I hear the sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need? Won't you please bring my baby to me?
This is all I'm asking for.
And
I wanna be my baby standing right outside. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know.
Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas, oh baby. All I want for Christmas, oh baby. All I want for Christmas is you. All I want is you. Or a residency match.
Amazing. Take another bow. Please stay on the stage. We'd like to invite everyone up who performed today to give a bow. We're going to take some pictures. Thank you all so much for coming. You guys are amazing. Our performers are amazing. We're going to give one more final bow and take some pictures. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
And please tip your MCs.
That was my joke.
All right.